Hey everyone, just wanted to put together a brief video here. I know some of you have been encountering problems where the Golf Clash Notebook app, so let me just go to the app here, turn it on, turn the wind assist on, and some of the people that are reporting problems, they have this uh, grid and app, the overlay portion for the Android, it's just closing on them, once they hit, go into the games here and then, type on the Tour 12 or whatever, they'll just have some issues where they won't be able to, have it to stay open after each game. Now, I'm not 100% certain with actually what happens, that it's doing that, but what I can tell you from what I know is it's your operating system that's causing this to happen. So what you'll see happen is the app isn't closing. It's not the app that's closing. So we don't get crash reports. We get no data to help you guys try to resolve the problem because it's not the app that's closing. So, I have a idea of what it is that makes it happen. So if I was to go to the settings, for example, and go into, you're typically looking for something like battery or power management or something. What happens, I'm just trying to remember, every phone's a little bit different. But what happens is when you set up your phone the first time, and this is why I think, because there's people with really good phones that are also having this problem, which lead me to believe, it's not memory. There will be some problems where, if you do have low RAM, the problem that you're probably having is maybe in like a hard rendering part of the screen. Say you're doing some epic curl shot or something that's very taxing on your processing. You might see where you get a crash or the app closing that way. And typically, that's a sign that you're just running maybe just a little bit too much on the memory. So for instance, if I was to go into my device care, you can see right now I'm operating at 4.6 gigs of my 8. So, I am a little bit high. Usually my processor's running at least at 3. So, I probably do have, a decent amount of things open. So if I wanted to go up here and go to my memory and just do some kind of device cleaning, that would be something that I could do. So you can see right now, I can basically clean now. But you can see, Gmail, even if you're not actively using it, you can see it's very taxing. You have the gallery that's also using another 60. Golf Clash in general already using 650. Apps not used recently is storing 1.3. So just because you close them down doesn't mean they're not running. And that's one of the main reasons that I suggest hard reboots from time to time. I usually do it a couple times a week. I'll usually do a hard reboot at least twice a week, because it's just more simple than going in and, trying to decide what you want to clean, what you don't want to clean. But you'll also see here, and this is where my battery option is, and why some people might have this problem and other people aren't, I'm assuming has to do with the fact that when you're initially setting up your device, you're probably checking some option that is basically, maybe there's like high zone, there's a medium, and there's like a low. And maybe, you're just picking something that's just a little bit more cautious. So anytime that, it finds something like the Golf Clash Notebook app, and maybe it has something to do with as soon as you start playing the game, your power management, your device performance automatically, can detect and see that this problem is happening. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to make sure that you don't have all that stuff running, or any of those problems. So here, if I was to go to app power management, for instance, you can see, sleeping apps here is an option, and you can see automatically added. So, and I think this might be, you'll see that it says here, these apps won't run in the background. They may not receive updates. So this basically, just basically puts those to sleep when they do go into the background. And, even if you don't have Notebook there, what you can do is you can actually add to this menu here apps that won't be put to sleep. Now, I don't have the problem, so you can see I don't have my Golf Clash Notebook here. But that's something that you can do here is you can go down, you can scroll down to its Notebook for Golf Clash, and I can add these if I want to the list. And now, no matter what, they won't be put to sleep in the background, or, the battery, no matter what, like it won't try to kill the process under any circumstances if you can, add these to the list and make it to where, your device isn't going to decide for you. Because that's basically what happened is your device is just deciding, hey, I need to shut this down to free up, because the screen's running too hot, or, there's just too much being caused by your battery draining from this app, so it just kills it. So if you want to avoid that from happening, you'll have to find, each device is a little bit different, but you're looking for something that has to deal with power management. And if you can, be proactive about this and make it to where, it's not going to force close on you, then, you should be running the Golf Clash for Notebook app much more fluidly without having to worry about it shut down. So for all of you that may be experiencing this and can't seem to find a workaround, this is what you want to be looking at as to hopefully resolving the problem for you. So hopefully that take care of it, and good luck out there. And let me know if there's anything else that anybody else has to add, or from their experiences of their devices. Feel free to just comment or make other suggestions. So good luck out there, and take care, guys.